Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about how we can automate the recurring task in Salesforce with the help of a flow. So in this video we are going to create a flow with the help of that we will schedule the recurring of task. And if you are new to the channel, then please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get a notification every time we upload a video. So let's move ahead and first see what are the recurring tasks in Salesforce. So in Salesforce, a recurring task is a way to schedule a task to repeat on a regular schedule that we can schedule for daily, weekly, or monthly interval. And with the help of this feature, we can automate the repetitive tasks such as follow-up task. For that, you don't have to create a single task again and again. And in the flow automation, we have to define some specific condition. And based on those conditions, this flow will trigger and create a task. And there is also a manual way to set up recurring task in Salesforce. And also I will mention that video's link in the description from where you can see how we can enable and set up recurring task in Salesforce from the manual method. But when we automate the recurring task with the help of flow, we do not need to rely on the settings of recurring tasks. So let's move ahead and see the process how we can create recurring task in Salesforce using flow. So as of now, I logged into my Salesforce developer account. Now in the flow setup window, click on the button new flow and here select the option start from scratch and click next. So in the process of creating a recurring task with the flow, we have to schedule the creation of task for specific time intervals. And for this requirement, the most suitable flow is schedule trigger flow. So we will select the option schedule trigger flow and then click on the create button. So here we will configure the start of the schedule trigger flow. So first we will select the start date and the start time that when this flow will trigger and create a task. So I am selecting the date here and also I have to select the time. And after selecting the date and the time, we have to select the frequency for the recurrence of tasks. So herein we have options of daily and weekly. But unlike the automation way, the manual method of creating recurring tasks, there you have options to schedule the recurring task for daily, weekly, as well as monthly and yearly frequency also. So here we have two options, daily and weekly. So I will schedule this trigger for weekly frequency, and after this click on the button choose object. So here you have to select the object for which we are going to create a task. So here I'm going to select the object opportunity, and then the condition we have to define the condition to trigger the flow. So here in this flow condition, I'm going to take a scenario where I have to create a follow-up task for an opportunity until and unless it is not close won or close lost. So for that, I am going to select the condition requirement as stage name does not equals to closed won, and the next condition is the stage name does not equals to close lost. So when is there any opportunity whose stage name is not closed won or close lost, then this schedule trigger flow will create a follow-up task for that opportunity. And after configuring the trigger of the flow, we will add a create record element to the flow. For that, click on the plus icon and here select create records. And here we have to enter the label in the API name. So I am labeling as create task, create follow-up task, and the API name will be auto-filled. And how to set record field values, we have to select here manually. And the object is here going to be the task. So now we have to map the field value from the flow to the task object. So here the first field that we are going to map here is activity date, and the value we are going to select here is formula field. So for that, select the option new resource, and here select the resource type as formula. So the API name here will be today plus 7 because it will add the 7 days to the current date. And after this we have to select the data type. So the data type here is going to be the date. So now we have to enter the formula. So here the formula is going to be the flow current date plus 7. And after this check the syntax and click on the done button. And after this we will map another field. So the next field is going to be the owner ID, that to whom this case is going to be assigned. So it is going to be the record owner ID. So the owner of opportunity is going to be the owner of the new task. And so the next field here is going to be the priority. So the priority we will keep as high. And the next field is status. So the status for the recurring task will be not started, and the what ID that to which this ID is related is going to be the opportunity ID. like the opportunity record that is going to be trigger. And the last field we are going to map here is the subject of the task. So here you can also enter the manual value, but there will be so many tasks, and you can't enter the same subject for all the follow-up task or recurring task. So for that we will add a formula resource. So now click on the new resource button, and here the resource type is going to be the formula, and the API name I am going to enter here is subject, and the data type is going to be here is text. So here we have to enter the formula. So the formula here is going to take the name of the opportunity record. So for example, if the opportunity name is Burlington Textiles, so it will create the task with the name as follow-up task for Burlington Textiles. So how we can write the formula for that? First I will enter the text follow-up task 2. Now we are going to insert a resource. That is, resource is going to be the record name. So this is the formula that will enter different name for the different follow-up task according to the name of particular record. So after this, click on the done button. And as of now, we have mapped all the fields that will create the task. So at last, we have to click on the save button. And here we have to enter the flow label and flow API name. And after entering the label and the API name, click on the save button. And at last, we have to activate the flow. So as of now, the flow is active. And now to check the scheduling of the task, we have to navigate to the setup page of Salesforce. So we will navigate back to the Salesforce setup page. And here in the quick find box, we will search for scheduled jobs. So here in the scheduled jobs, you can see the auto launch flow is scheduled. That will create the recurring task when the flow will trigger according to the trigger conditions and interval frequency. So this is how we can create a recurring task using flow in Salesforce. And I hope that you have liked this video. Then please do like, share and subscribe us. And do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get regular updates of our upcoming videos. And thank you for giving me time and watching this video till last. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.